Welcome back to the Christy Crafts channel. This week we're working with the cutest kit. It's called the Best Ever Kit, and it's all about for the number one dad, best ever mom, greatest of all times, perfect for Mother's Day coming up, Father's Day, graduation is coming up. So if you are new to the channel, first make sure and hit that subscribe and like button so you're notified every time I post. But if you have been around, you know, here's what we do. We see what's in the box first. We look at all the kit materials, and then we put together a couple of cards. So let's get started. So first of all, each Stampin' Up kit comes with instructions. It has pictures of the finished cards, and then it has what's included in the kit, and then step-by-step instructions on how to put each one together. And this kit is really fun because all the pieces are interchangeable. It's got step-by-step how to put their kit cards together, but these you could really modify and make your own. So let's see what's in the box. Okay, so it comes with adhesive, it comes with some glue dots and some mini dimensionals. And then it comes with some of these cute little embellishment stars, and then some shiny gold embellishments. And then it also comes with envelopes for each card set. These are just white with the inside printed, and it is this color. This I think this is probably Coastal Cabana, and this is probably, let's see what the colors are. It's here we go. Calypso Coral, Crushed Curry, Melon Mambo, Pool Party, Pretty Peacock, and Shaded Spruce. So I guess that's Pool Party. And then this is, I guess, Calypso Coral, Melon Mambo. It's a little more pink than Calypso Coral, but anyway, it's pretty color. So there's our envelopes, and this kit makes 6 cards, so we've got 6 envelopes. And then the fun parts, we've got this card front, which is these banners with this on the, and then this one polka dots with that gold. I don't know if you can see that gold sparkling in there. And then there's this one with the pink banners. All of these are all different. So there's this one in the Shaded Spruce, and this is Pool Party. And then another polka dot one with the Calypso Coral with the gold in there. Oh, I just love this. Okay, and then here's our sentiments, and it comes in each kit. Instead of having different language kits, they just put them all together and do the sentiments. And we've got for the mom, and for the number one dad. And then we've got these fun trophies. And then we've got some foam fingers. Oh, these are cute. And these foam fingers. And then we've got some more. I'm cheering for you. I'm cheering for you. This one says greatest of all time. And then we've got these punch out, and this one has fallen out. And these florals. These are the pretties. We've got these. And then these florals. Pull that out of there so you can see just how pretty. Look how pretty that is. And then this one is stars. So pretty. And then we've got these starbursts that come out. And then, oh, these are cute with the little banners. World's best dad. World's best mom. This one says greatest of all times. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Father's Day. So many choices. And then here's our ribbons. So you're the best. And then these. Oh, these are such fun cards. Okay, that's all of the materials that are included. So let's put together a card. Okay, for our first cards, we're going to do 2 together because they are basically the same, except one's for mother and one's for father. So we'll need the light, this starburst, this light colored background, and then the darker one That's the same. Those are the card bases we're using. So we will fold those and use our bone folder to crease the edge. And then we will also need, for these cards, we will need the trophies, the 2 trophies. We will need the flowers and the stars. And then we will need the banners. One says World's Best Dad. One says World's Best Mom. And then we need these 2 tags. One is this Melon Mambo color, I'm guessing. And this is Calypso Coral. And then we need these 2 little tags that say Happy Mother's Day and Happy Father's Day. This is an all-inclusive kit. There's no stamps, no cutting. It's all the pieces are here for you, so you can just open it and start crafting. This is one that would be good to take if you were going on a trip and you knew you were going to have some downtime. This would be perfect for that. So not a lot to carry, just take and make. So I have already put my dimensionals on my pieces just to save time for the video. So if you want to pause and put your dimensionals on, you'll need dimensionals on the trophies, and then you will need dimensionals on these colored rectangles, and then you will need dimensionals on these World's Best Dad and World's Best Mom, and keep those to the center because they go over the trophy just like so. So you won't need one out here on the end, just into the middle where it goes over the trophy. And then you will need dimensionals on your flowers and stars. It's dimensionals across the top, and then on the bottom, like the leaves of the flowers, put a little glue dot there. That sticks to our trophy. And then on the stars, it'll be the same, dimensionals across the top, and then a little glue dot right down here on these bottom stars. And then the Happy Mother's Day and Happy Father's Day, they're going to go on top of the colored rectangles, so they will need glue dots, not dimensionals. Okay, so now we are ready to put these together. So I'm going to move all this aside. The lighter card is the one we're going to use for Mother, and the darker one is the one we're going to use for Father. So the first thing we're going to do is put our trophies on. So we'll undo our dimensionals. Actually, we want to make sure that we're placing it right. So we're going to want to do our flowers. Let's take our backs off of our glue dots. And adhere that to the top of our trophy, just so we don't. And that goes right like so. So it looks like the flowers are in the trophy, and the leaves just stick right to the top of the trophy. Go. I think I'll move it over just a teensy bit. There, I like that. And stick it down. So now we're ready to put this on our card front. And so we want it, we're going to leave room at the bottom to put our Happy Mother's Day down there. So we want this more up to the top, not all the way, but just enough, and sort of centered from left to right. So there we have that. Now we'll stick that down. Okay, and then our World's Best Mom. Let's undo our dimensionals. And that is going to go right across our trophy. Right there. These are just adorable. And then at the bottom, we're going to put the pink rectangle. Take our dimensional backs off. And we're going to just put it right at the bottom of our trophy. It can overlap just a teensy bit. Kind of center it up on that bottom. And then we're going to add Happy Mother's Day. How cute. And these just came together so quick. And we're going to center that right over top of our rectangle, like so. Okay, and then we're going to add our dimensionals. Let's put a couple down here. We're going to use the sparklies for this. Let me move that up just a little. And then we'll put one at the top too. Right there. All right, and that one is done. So let's put together our other one. Okay, so first we're going to put our stars onto our trophy. Take our backs off of our glue dots. I'll just go ahead and unstick the dimensionals too. Okay, that's going to go just like so. Isn't this cute? Okay, and we'll take the dimensionals off of our trophy. And we will put it right there. Okay, and then our world's best dad. Okay, and then we'll put our squares at the bottom. This one in that Calypso coral color. And Happy Father's Day. How pretty. Well. And then we'll put the stars on this one. And we'll put a couple down here. And one up here. I love it. So there is our Happy Mother's Day and Happy Father's Day. Aren't these adorable? Okay, for our next set of cards, we're going to need the polka dot card bases. This one is white with different colors, multicolors, and the gold foil. And then this one is the Calypso Coral, also multicolored with gold foil. So we'll use our bone folder and crease those down. So those are our card bases. And then we need the ribbons. We need the Pool Party and the Calypso Coral ribbons, and these are kind of like textured gradations in the colors, really pretty. And then we need these two. They look kind of like a paddle, but they're like a center of our ribbon, and they will get dimensionals. And I've already added the dimensionals just to save us a little bit of time on our video. And then we need these starburst pieces in the Pool Party and Calypso Coral. And then we need these starburst pieces. They're just a little bit lighter in the Calypso Coral and the Pool Party. And then I'm going to use for the number one dad and for the number one mom, just because Mother's Day and Father's Day is coming up. And I need a couple more cards. So I'm going to use those. There are some other options in the kit. You could say, hooray, you did it, you're the best. Those are your other options for sentiments if you wanted to use those. These could be for kids, anything. So anyway, those are our pieces. So let's put them together. So first, also the kit calls for the Pool Party to be on this Calypso Coral base and the Calypso Coral on this white base. I'm going to do it the other way around because I love, love, love this Pool Party on this white. And this while it doesn't give it as much contrast, it still looks pretty good. So that's what I'm going to do. So let's put together this one first. So the first thing we're going to do, also, they wanted you to do glue dots all over this, and I'm not doing it. I'm going to use my liquid glue. It's just going to be easier for me in this situation. So let's put a little bit of glue on our ribbon, get it stuck down to the center of our card nicely, like so. There we go. Good deal. And then we're going to do the same with the pool party one. Get a little bit of glue there. That's just easier to me than doing all those little glue dots. Okay. Now, the only thing to keep in mind is don't put it too close to the top. I may have put that one a little too close to the top. I can fix it if I did. But these little starbursts, you're going to want that down a little bit. See, I put that up a little too high, but it's okay. So, there and there. All right, but this goes on first. So, let's take the dimensionals off of our, or the backs off of our dimensionals for the center, the little darker pieces. Okay. And that goes right on top of the circle. I'm going to bring mine down just a little bit since I went up too far. But there's really, I don't think you can mess this up. It can be crooked and it's still going to look great. These are just great little kits. Okay, so I get all my backs off of my dimensionals. And we're going to stick it right there. Okay. And then these get glued right over top of that. So instead of putting my glue on here, I'm going to put my glue on this part. Let's go and glue this while we're gluing. Okay, and then this goes like this. And this one goes on here. Okay, and then the little lighter color starburst, we did put dimensionals on them. So let's pull our stickers off there. And you could even, if you wanted to, you could even swip these up. You could put that one. I mean, there's so much you could do. You could put that one on this one. That looks pretty good too. And put your blue one over here. I'm not going to though. I'm going to keep it all color coordinated because I'm kind of crazy like that. I'm a matchy-matchy girl. Okay. There we go. But look at all this beautiful dimension we're getting using those dimensionals on this layer and this one. Isn't that pretty? Okay. Let's put this one on. And then we will put this one. Oh, I love it. Okay, now, you do kind of want this to be straight because you don't want it to read. So we're going to put a little bit of glue on here. And let me pull it down where I can see. Get that as straight as I can. For the number one dad. And that gold foil looks so good. And for the number one mom. Pull this one over so I can get that straight. Straight-ish, straight. Oh, these are so cute. For the number one dad and for the number one mom. Now let's put some embellishments on. We'll put the stars on the for dad. He gets a star. He gets a gold star. It calls for there to be a star right there, but I don't like that. I don't like it. I'm going to put one right here. I'm going to move this one down just a little bit. There we go. And then for the mom, we're going to use these sequined embellishments. How cute. Oh. And there we have it. Aren't these just adorable? Okay, that's our second set of cards. For the third set of cards that come in the kit, now, like I said, you can rearrange these pieces and make different designs and make them suit you how you want them using the kit materials. For this set of cards, I made those off camera. Actually, had a little technical glitch and the recording got displaced. So I don't have these on film, but they're super simple, super easy, quick to put together, and you can follow the kit instructions. It's simply using the glue dots to put these starbursts on the page. You put the biggest one up here, the middle one down here, and the smaller one over here. And then you use dimensionals to put your foam hand on. And then this sentiment, greatest of all times, is a tag, and then there's a square that you can glue that onto. Use the white with the Calypso Coral and the Pool Party with this white one. And they just go on with dimensionals. The only tip I will tell you is don't put a dimensional up in this corner. You'll want to put one down here so it'll all be on the same level. So you'll have two dimensionals here and one down here in the bottom corner. And that's how they go together, quick and easy. And then just add your embellishments. And these are super cute, and there are some extra foam fingers in the kit. You've got 6 in total. And you're only making 2 cards. So I'm going to make a scrapbook page with that. And so I wanted to show you all 6 of the cards we've made. So we've got these 2 with the foam fingers. We've got these 2 with the ribbons for the #1 mom and the #1 dad. And then we have these 2 with the trophies, World's Best Mom and World's Best Dad. And these are just adorable. Again, this is the best ever kit from Stampin' Up. It's available go to ChrissyCrafts.com and go to the shop with me link, and it'll be right there. Just search for the best ever kit. And I'll have a link straight to the kit down in the show notes. And this is just the cutest little kit. I know you guys are going to enjoy putting this together. And that's all I've got for this week. I hope you guys have a great next week. If you like today's presentation, make sure and hit that subscribe and like button so you get my latest projects. And I will see you guys next week with a new project. Happy crafting!